Hey everybody, my name is Falcon. Today we are doing a list of my top 10 favorite WWE wrestlers, or not even from WWE. They don't have to be from WWE, they can just be from any wrestling promotion. So let's get started. Number 10, I'm going to have to say, is Chuck Taylor from pretty much every indie wrestling at this point. Chuck Taylor's been one of my favorites ever since I saw his match. I love his gimmick. It's pretty much just Kevin Owens, but as an indie wrestler. Well, he was an indie wrestler. Anyway, so it's just the ultimate heel. His finisher, the Omega Driver, is just amazing and just an awesome move. And he's definitely my favorite indie wrestler of all time, which I really wish he would debut at WWE, even though I feel like he's not going to. He's not that big in indie wrestling, but if he would debut at WWE, that would be pretty nice. Sticking with heels at number 9, we're going to go with Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon is arguably one of the best heels of all time, the ultimate bad guy. And his finisher, his gimmick, everything was just perfect with himself. So number 9, my favorite number 9 wrestler is Razor Ramon. My number 8 is Raven. Raven was one of the most hardcore guys back then. I would always remember how he would bring the shopping cart full of objects to the ring. And I remember one thing I liked was he was the, 24-time hardcore champion, which is more than any other WWE superstar. And he had some really good moments in his career, like when he dodged the gore from Rhino right into the shopping cart. It's one of my favorite moments in WWE ever. So yeah, number 8 is Raven. Number 7 is Justin Gabriel. Now, probably, as you all know, Justin Gabriel is one of the biggest jobbers to ever be in WWE. But I did really like him as an indie wrestler back when his name was PJ Black. He was a good indie wrestler. He has really good high-flying talent. I just thought WWE didn't really use his talent correctly, and they kind of made him a jobber to give some wrestlers a push. So that's why. But I still like him because he does have a lot of talent, and I think WWE didn't use it right. So yeah, my number 7 is Justin Gabriel. Number 6 is Undertaker. Now, Undertaker may be older than everyone's grandpa's favorite oak tree, but still, I just love it, the fact that he can come out at any time, anywhere. He's always had really good rivalries. He's always had great matches over the years. He's had so many good gimmicks. He's won so many matches. He's been around forever, and that's why he's my favorite. Or not really my favorite, but that's why he's on my top 10 favorites list. At number 5, I'm gonna have to go with Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is another one of those hardcore wrestlers that he's also been around forever, believe it or not. I mean, he started wrestling back when like Hulk Hogan was around, back during the 80s, back when he was a teenager. Stuff like that. Never really been a big fan of Matt Hardy, but I did like Jeff Hardy. I love the Swanton Bomb, even though usually he missed it, but then just went through a table or something. But yeah, Jeff Hardy is still at my number 5 for being hardcore, high flyer, and believe it or not, just plain crazy. So yeah, Jeff Hardy, number 5. Speaking of crazy, coming in at number 4 is the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose. Dean is just one of those wrestlers I think is kind of stereotypical to like now, because everybody likes him now. But I like Dean back when he was an indie wrestler as Jon Moxley, back in CZW and Ring of Honor and stuff like that. But I do like the lunatic gimmick. I like how he just playing crazy, comes out at pretty much any time from anywhere in the building, holding, riding, driving, anything, which is why I like him that much. So yeah, Dean Ambrose is my next one on this list. My number 3 pick on this list is CM Punk. I've always loved the pipe bombs. All of his promos were just spot on. I didn't really like that little drought that he had, this pay-per-view drought, where he didn't win much. Like, he lost 3 straight pay-per-views at, I think, SummerSlam or Night of Champions, one or the other, to Triple H, then to R-Truth and Miz, and then the one in the cell with Alberto and John Cena, and he was the one that was actually pinned. But yeah, so I didn't really like that, but I did like that he was a good wrestler. I also don't like that he retired for reasons that didn't really make sense. But yeah, CM Punk, my number 3. My number 2 wrestler is Rob Van Dam. I'm always a huge fan of high-flying wrestlers, and I think that Rob Van Dam's arguably is one of the best high flyers ever. He has won Money in the Bank. He's won all sorts of championships, Tag Team United States, Intercontinental, even WWE Championship after cashing in on John Cena. He was the only wrestler to hold both the ECW Championship and the WWE Championship at the same time, which is just amazing. And I am a huge fan of high flyer, so a little bit of bias there. But yeah, RVD, my number 2. And now my all-time favorite wrestler of all time has got to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, Stone Cold was an amazing wrestler, has won the Royal Rumble countless times, won the championship countless times, has beat The Rock at WrestleMania, won all sorts of WrestleManias countless times, one of the best people on the microphone ever, one of the best wrestlers ever in my opinion, and just someone that when I was a kid growing up, I always looked up to. I mean, that's kind of bad considering that he drank beer every single night. But yeah, I loved his feud with Vince McMahon. I loved the feud with The Rock and Shawn Michaels and everyone like that. And that leads to one of my all-time favorite moments when Stone Cold won King of the Ring and turned into the Stone Cold Steve Austin gimmick that he has now, which I thought was just awesome. So yeah, everybody, that was my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Please just smash that like button, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!